everyone, and welcome to another video. Some scammers just don't have what it takes, and I sincerely hope that Jason Morris never does have what it takes. Because Denise would like to introduce you to Jason Morris. Hello! Good evening. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. So where are you from? I live in Guildford. Okay, I'm from South Carolina, so are you single? I'm a widow with 2 children and 4 grandchildren. Oh, so sorry. My wife divorced me with 1 child, a boy. Not sure I know what that means. People usually use a lawyer when they get divorced. I've never heard of anyone using a child. No, he's not a child, he's a lawyer. I have a son. Okay. So what do you do for a living? I'm retired. I was an accountant and ran my own business with my late husband. We did accounts for individuals and small businesses. What do you do? I work as electrical engineering. Electrical engineering what? I have any contacts on sheep? Ah, you're a shepherd. He sent some laughing faces. So what do you do for fan? I do feathers for a fan, unless it's a do-like fan, in which case it's metal and fabric. To which our man replied, OK. What do you do for fan? I love playing, and I like outing. I expect you like the swings and roundabouts for playing on. Yeah! So can you send me your picture? Can you look on my profile? I'm sure you'll find it right here on Facebook. I want your current picture. Don't be a demanding bully. Are you a man or a small boy? I'm a man. Awesome. Then stop sounding like a bullying kid. OK. Oh, sorry. Sorry for asking. How old are you? I'm 76. How old are you? Our man set a surprised face. I'm 51. So are you on WhatsApp? No, I don't have a mobile phone, and no, I won't say that again. It gets boring. OK. I'd like us to know each other better. Oh yes, better is gooder. So do you need a serious relationship? Who needs one of those? Not at my age. Age is just a number. So why did you ask my age? Sensible answer, please. I asked because we're getting to know each other better. That isn't a sensible answer. Questions are just groups of words. I don't want to say. Not saying is always good. OK, so can we chat on Google? I don't understand. I thought you used Google to find things. Sorry, on Gmail. I don't look at my email very often, but you're welcome to email me if you want to. OK. If you message me here when you send an email, I might remember to go and read it. I don't like being on Facebook. I'll be back soon. Oh, OK, goodbye. You didn't come back, said Denise the following morning. I'm so sorry. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How are the sheep this morning? Fine. And you? I told you that I don't like being on Facebook. That's a shame, because you're on Facebook. How many sheep do you have? I said I work for sheep, not animals. The one that you see on water. If sheep aren't animals, what are they, fish? I work as electrical engineering. Electrical engineering what? Do you know what electrical engineering means? So he sent a photograph. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, you're a young lady with a screwdriver wearing a hard hat. That photo tells me nothing. He sent some face palms. So I assume you really are a farmer that keeps sheep, which is what you said you do. I'm trying to show you what I do for a living. This is what I do for a living. I'm not a female. Then tell me what you do, please. I've never heard of anyone holding a screwdriver for a living. Oh, unless you're an electrician's apprentice and you hand tools to the boss when they need them. Yes! Have you eating? Stop asking silly questions and answer my question, please. Tell me what you do for a living, please. Or are you saying you really are an electrician's apprentice? Yes! What did you do before you decided to retrain as an electrician? I started electrician 2008. So what again? You've been an apprentice for 17 years. You aren't very good if you haven't qualified by now. You're a complete failure, aren't you? Saying you're in electrical engineering was just a ridiculous joke, wasn't it? No, you don't understand me. I have finished my apprentice since 2007. I do understand you. You clearly said you're an apprentice, she said, copying where he'd said. Yes, when she'd asked, are you saying you really are an electrician's apprentice? That was very clear. No, that was a mistake. So telling me I don't understand was rude and wrong. OK, I'm sorry. Now tell me why you pretended that you do electrical engineering when you are really an electrician, assuming you know the difference. To which our befuddled man, kid, replied, I used to have a contract on sheep. Oh, so before you became an electrician you were a farmer. What do you do now? Do you wire people's houses? I work for ship, not sheep. What do you do for the ship? If the ship broke down? If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. What do you do for the ship? Just hold a screwdriver and wait for it to break down? No, if the ship starts having problems, so they will call me to come and fix it. Oh, you don't even hold a screwdriver, you just wait in case it breaks down. How boring. Don't you have anything else to do? Okay, like what? Well, you must spend most of your time doing nothing. That sounds very boring. Or does the ship break down a lot because you aren't any good at your job? They'll call you to be in the ship in case it breaks down. So I'll be in the ship like 3 months, 4 months. That isn't an answer. Please read what I said. You must spend most of your time doing nothing, unless you aren't any good at your job and the ship breaks down, lot. Please read that slowly for better understanding before answering. Yes, most of my time I spend doing nothing. I thought you weren't a farmer any longer, she said in reply to a message that he'd removed, still saying that he worked for sheep. How boring. Where is your ship? We're on the ship. So what are you doing now? Yes, where is your ship? Waiting for you to learn to read and give me a sensible answer. What are you doing now? Nothing. For now. Very soon. I will go offline. I wish you were on WhatsApp. It will be a little bit easier to chat. Where is your ship? Are you sure you can read? To which our man replied, in South Carolina. Oh, so it isn't going anywhere. Where in South Carolina? Greenville. Send me your Gmail. For those of you like me who had no idea where Greenville in South Carolina is, here's one of those maps. And Google Maps tells me that Greenville is approximately 200 miles from the sea. My goodness, do you have a flying ship? She said, giving him her email address. Oh, are you on Noah's Ark waiting for a flood? How did your ship get to Greenville? Please, I'm sorry, I'm a little busy, said our flustered man, going off to look up to see where Greenville was. No, you aren't. You don't have anything to do unless the ship breaks down. I went out for the afternoon and came back to a message from him. I've sent you a message on Gmail. I can't see an email from you. I've sent it. Definitely no email from you, not even in my spam folder. Ah, silly me. I'm sorry. I can't spell my own name. I'd made a typing mistake in the email when I originally sent it. I missed out the E in Singleton. Okay, I got a silly email from you now. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, have you sent me a message? No. I'm waiting for your reply. What? I'm talking to you here. I'm sorry. Bet I told you that I don't like Facebook. And so, over on the email, he'd sent her an email saying, Hi, dearie. Hope you got this one now, dearie. Yes, I got it. It's good to hear from you, dear. I've been expecting your response on Google Chat, dear. It's more easier and faster there when using Gmail messaging. Are you busy at the moment? And so Denise looked on chat and found a message from him there. Hi, dearie. It's me, Jason Morris. Did you get my message, dear? Oh, FGS, stop calling me dearie. I'm not 100 years old. And make up your mind where you want to talk to me, please. I'm comfortable here. I wanted to make sure we're well connected like now, so you could know the exact one to use in communication. I'm glad we perfectly connected now. I guess you're busy at the moment now, right? No, Denise was trying to gird her loins, ready for the rest of the conversation. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I often try to play it straight, but there's only so much that a girl can take, and I'm afraid this one pushed this girl beyond her limits. Hi, cutie! How's your day going so far out there today? He said at nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. Good morning. You didn't tell me how your ship got to Greenville. Oh, sweetheart, said our man who'd looked on a map. It wasn't Greenville the company is located at, honey. When got there, I was told that it was for interview test running of skills exquisite as an professional electrical engineer on board the ship. After I passed my interview, I was then given my papers, and I had the contract signed before I was informed that the company location is here, in Bolivia. Sunoco Oil and Gas Limited. Hope you're following this, ladies and gentlemen. And I was brought by a chopper to the vessel, here in the ocean of Bolivia. Okay, I think it's time for another map. This is Bolivia. It's a landlocked country. Its nearest border is approximately 140 kilometres, or 87 miles from the sea. I know there have been tsunami warnings recently, but I don't think they've ever got that far inland, at least not in recent history. All thanks to God! I'm doing perfectly well and trying to adapt to the weather conditions out here. How about you, dear? What's your occupation and line of duty before you got retired, sweetheart? Line of duty tells me that this man sometimes pulls military scams. Hasn't changed since I told you before. Okay, that's cool though. And in reply to him saying, oh sweetheart, it wasn't Greenville the company is located at, honey, she copied and pasted where she'd said, where is your ship? And he'd said, Greenville. We agreed you're an electrician, not an electrical engineer, although I realise you're too stupid to know the difference. She said, copying where he'd said professional electrical engineer. Honestly, sweetie, I don't know how to say this, but honestly, I'm completely falling in love with you, 'cause ever since we met, you got me charmed by the way you talked to me with good intentions. I didn't go into details that day, sweetheart. So I'll ask you the same question again. Where is your ship? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, get out the popcorn. Here we go. It's here, in Bolivia, sweetie. Where is here in Bolivia? I was brought here after my interview, Bolivia, sweetie. And how did your ship get to Bolivia? The company's there already. How did the ship get to Bolivia? I was only transferred here. How did the ship get to Bolivia? That's where the company is, right from existence. The ship, not you. The ship. The vessel you're on. How did the ship get to Bolivia? The ship. How did the ship get to Bolivia? Do you know what a ship is? Tell me what a ship is, please. It wasn't a ship, honey. You're on a ship. You were on a ship. Ship. You're on a ship for 3 months, fixing the engine. It's an oil company. Oh, you forgot that you're an electrician on a ship. What fun. What do you do for the oil company? It stays permanent here, was built permanently. Vessel only comes in to drop off goods and materials. So you don't need to fix the engine if it isn't going anywhere. You just said it stays there permanently. How does it get to Bolivia to drop off goods? There are so many machines to be maintained, dear. What do you do for the oil company? You told me you fixed the engine on a ship. Now you work for an oil company. What do you do for the oil company? Why are you getting this complicated? Are you the office cleaner? I'm just asking what you do for the oil company. Are you the cleaning boy? Please stop that. I won't accept that as a question, please. Why? Don't you know what you do? What do you do for the oil company? Every company running machines has lots of engineers on board. Don't you know that? I'm asking what you do for the oil company. There are many lines of duties here, said our man, reverting to the army scam. Or don't you know? What do you do? What's your job? What do you do at work? What are you employed to do? My field is making sure all machines is in a good condition. What machines? Which machines do you ensure are in good condition? What kind of machines do you work on? Why do I have to ask everything so many times? No, I can't tell you more than I have already, sweetheart. Because you have no idea what you're talking about. You're the one misunderstanding me, honey. Obviously you don't work on machines, otherwise you'd be able to tell me. You'd be able to tell me all about your job. You haven't told me anything sensible yet, in reply to you're the one misunderstanding me, honey. I'm telling you about my job. You have one last chance to tell me properly about your job. What machines do you work on? Which machines do you maintain? But you're just being too anxious and don't want to understand what I'm saying. What kind of machines are you working on? Final chance to explain your job properly like a mature man. Think carefully before you answer. Sensible, mature answer like a real man, or idiotic, childish answer like a small boy. Think very carefully. To which our small boy replied, What do you mean by that? I think it was self-explanatory. Are you taking advantage of me due to the fact that you're older in age? Can you explain your job properly like a mature man, or can you only give silly answers like a small boy who's making up stories? Last chance. Proper explanation of your job, or go away. Think very carefully. What kind of machines do you work on? These are lots oil production control machines to be controlled and properly serviced and maintained before working every day, like the mod cleaners, which helps the nozzle down the water make out space for easy extraction of crude. Now you know, ladies and gentlemen, we got wireline equipping machines, blowout prevent machines, split dispensing machines, etc. You don't expect that I'm the only expert electrical engineer here? I just don't get why you're coming up with a kind of argument about my personality. You're an electrician with a screwdriver, she said, in reply to him saying he wasn't the only expert electrical engineer here. Ho, 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 Mr. Knees. You ain't gonna kill me, grinning face. Oh, I get it. You didn't read what your mate said on Facebook. He's an electrician on a ship in South Carolina. You're an electrical engineer in Bolivia. Do you work on an oil rig? Still same meaning, but different pronunciations. Different pronunciations of which word? Do you know what that means? For me, it's no big difference, because I ain't boasting about it. We couldn't boast if you tried, pal. Or are you saying that oil rig in Bolivia sounds the same as ship in South Carolina? Meaningless and irrelevant, in reply to him talking about boasting about it. Okay, I'll confess now. Sounds like a plan. I'm sorry I didn't open up myself to you properly. That was why I had to tell you that, not giving you an exact details, because it's not right to go that detailed about my job when we just newly met. That's why I told you that I would love us getting to know each other more better. By not giving exact details, you mean telling unbelievably ridiculous lies? No, I'm not lying about my personality. I never asked about your personality. My job. You lied about being on a ship in South Carolina. You lied about being an electrical engineer. You're a pathological liar. I never wanted to make you understand my kind of job at first, when we first met. But you asked me what I do, and expected a proper answer. Why are you saying so many words that hurt? So you have one final chance to tell me what you really do, and where you really are. One final chance. Think carefully, and use it wisely. It's okay. Then you are to go on with your suspicions. Think very carefully before you answer. I got nothing else to hide. What do you really do, and where are you really? I just explained myself to you. Stop giving unrelated answers. You have one final chance to tell me what you really do, and where you really are. Think very, very, very carefully before you answer. I'm not supposed to talk much about my job activities. One more unrelated stupid reply, and you're blocked. Thanks for your feeling. Final chance to tell me what you really do and where you really are. Think very carefully before you answer. Last chance. If that's what you think of me. Proper answer or you're blocked. Think very carefully before you answer. I don't understand what you're saying. And I count to 10 to tell me properly, like a mature man, what you really do and where you really are. I count to 10 to tell me. 10. What do you do and where are you? 9. What's your real job? 8. Where are you currently located? 7. 6. Unless you don't even know what you do or where you are. 5. When I get to 0, you'll be blocked. She got down to a half. Last chance to tell me where you are and what you really do. Thanks for the time if that's what you wish to do. I got no control over your decisions. 0. Goodbye, brain-dead idiot. Feel free to talk to yourself. I have to finish the video before I block you. Because on chat, once you block someone, the chat disappears. And then you have to unblock them if you want to make the video. Take your time too, he said. And so I finished making the video and did what I said. Unblocked him. I hope you enjoyed this ridiculous tale of a scammer who I hope never gets what it takes to scam. And just remember, these are real conversations that took place, however unlikely and however ridiculous they become. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.